Our Sun, a nearly perfect sphere of hot plasma, is by far the most important source of energy for life on our planet. Without it, Earth would be a cold, lifeless chunk of rock. There are, however, other ways the Sun can affect us. Radiation storms and ejections from the Sun can cause disturbances in the Earth's magnetic field. A powerful geomagnetic storm with the potential to affect us on Earth is also inevitable in the near future. A geomagnetic storm, commonly referred to as a solar storm, is a temporary disturbance of the Earth's magnetosphere caused by a solar wind shockwave or cloud of magnetic field. These storms often occur when a coronal mass ejection sweeps past Earth, causing the magnetic field to become unsettled. Coronal mass ejections eject material from the Sun's corona, sending billions of tons of electrified gas shooting away at incredible speeds. When charged, particles from a CME reach areas near Earth. They can trigger intense lights in the sky, called auroras. Throughout history, we've seen the dangerous impact these storms have on Earth. In 1859, the first known modern occurrence of a solar storm impacted Earth. Auroras were seen around the globe. This CME travelled 150 million kilometres between the Sun and Earth in less than 18 hours. Today it's known as the Carrington effect, and it's remembered as one of the most powerful solar explosions ever recorded. How powerful, you might ask? When the shockwave of accelerated particles arrived, the disturbances to Earth's magnetosphere were so great that telegraph communications across Europe and North America, in some cases, gave operators electric shocks. Other solar storms on this scale, or smaller sized events, have happened over the past century. Researchers on the field discovered that these events are more frequent than previously thought. More recently, a space weather event in 1989 triggered an electric power blackout in Canada, resulting in millions of people without power for hours, and caused damage to some of the electric power transformers and other grid components in Canada and the United States. In Sweden, space weather events in 2003 and 2015 resulted in electric power blackouts, rerouting of commercial flights, and closure of Swedish airspace for more than an hour. A more thorough assessment is needed to identify the vulnerabilities to the effects of space weather events. As we increasingly depend on electronic infrastructure, a CME with the proportions of Carrington event can wreak havoc on numerous sectors. According to the Federal Emergency Management Agency of the United States, a geomagnetic storm of this intensity today would be a catastrophe in slow motion. Satellites and airline operators, manned spaceflights, navigation systems, as well as the electric power grid, it would leave millions of people without electricity or communications for months or even years. There are, however, things that are happening to protect us. We have made significant progress in preparing for and predicting space weather events on Earth. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NASA, and other organisations use advanced satellite systems and models to assess space weather events. While we track CMEs with a number of instruments, the sheer size of the solar system means that our observations are limited and usually taken from a distance. NASA researchers wish to improve our understanding of CMEs and how they move through space. Since 2013, researchers working on CME models around the world could post their forecast publicly in real time before the CME reaches Earth. The CME scoreboard, run by the Community Coordinated Modelling Center at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, acts as a live feed of CME predictions heading for Earth. In 2019, the United States Senate passed the Space Weather Research and Forecasting Act. This bill sets forth provisions concerning improving the ability of the United States to forecast space weather events and mitigate the events of space weather. Although there is still so much work to be done, the future looks bright for the space weather predictions that are more accurate. Thanks for watching. Did you like this video? Then show your support by subscribing, ringing the bell, and enabling notifications to never miss videos like this.